what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of my February favorites. I'm just going to talk to you guys about everything that I've been loving in February. I know it's now March, but I did want to share all these products just in case you were curious. I really enjoy doing these videos and yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. So first item we're going to start with is primers. I'm kind of going to go in order of like how you would apply it. I don't know, that's just how I like to do it. But the first thing I have is this Wet n Wild Matte Photo Focus Primer. I really like this, first of all because I really love Wet n Wild, and second off because Wet n Wild is very inexpensive, but it's a very good brand and they have really good products for the price that you are paying. So I really love that about them, and I just really have been loving this primer. So first putting it on, it kind of feels like a lotion. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it doesn't dry out my face, which is something that I really love. Even though I have oily skin, some of the mattifying primers out there make it feel like my face is so tight and like painful almost, and like it dries out my skin, but this is not one of those. It actually feels pretty hydrating to me, but it does keep my skin matte throughout the day, which is something I really love about it. So I would totally recommend this primer. It's only like $4 or $5, which is amazing, and it's a great primer. So second is foundation. So I have two foundations I did want to mention to you guys. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I have mine in the shade 415, which is a little too dark for me because I am really pale, but I have really been loving this foundation. I think it looks incredible on my skin throughout the day. I do like to use this with a mattifying primer such as the Wet n Wild one, just because like I've said I do have oily skin, but I still think it looks really good without a mattifying primer. It just, you can see my oils at the end of the day. But this foundation wears really beautifully on my skin throughout the day, and it stays intact for the most part. The only thing that I do notice is that it does come off a little bit around my nose area, but that's kind of common for me, especially because I do have allergies, and so I'm constantly wiping my nose. And it does settle into my smile lines, but not as bad as my Physicians Formula foundation, which is one that I really love. But I really have been loving this foundation. I think it looks incredible, and I do have a wear test up on my channel, so if you want to check that out, I'll have it linked down below. The next foundation that I have been like loving so much is this one, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation stick. I have mine in the shade Shell Ivory, which it says underneath it Fair Cool. I love this foundation. I didn't think I would like a stick foundation just because for the most part any stick foundations I've tried out haven't like worked out for me. They kind of just come off quickly and they just feel thick and like, I don't know, just like not good. But this is actually the foundation I'm wearing today. I think it looks incredible. I also have a wear test on this foundation that is up on my channel, so if you want to check that out, go look down below. I think it was the last video I posted, but I have been using this longer than since I posted that video. That video was filmed a while ago. But I really love this foundation. I think it looks incredible on my skin throughout the day. It looks very natural. It's not like a too full of a coverage, but it's not like no coverage at all. I really do like to apply this with a brush and with a sponge as well. I think I like the sponge a little bit more when I'm wanting more full coverage, but this foundation just wears beautifully on my skin throughout the day. It looks very natural. It doesn't look too heavy. It doesn't get cakey, and I haven't really noticed it getting into my smile lines. I've only worn this foundation right now for like an hour or two. It's a little bit in this one. I can't remember if it gets in my smile lines, but it's nothing like my Physicians Formula one or even like the L'Oreal Infallible one. This is just something I've really been loving, and I love this more than their liquid one. I can't get enough of this foundation, so I totally think you guys should check this one out if you've been on the hunt for like a really good drugstore foundation stick. This is it. Next is a concealer that I've really been loving this month, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. I have mine in the shade 325 or Eggshell, and while this is a little bit too light for my likings, the next one up is definitely too dark, so I would have to buy them both and mix them. But I don't want to go through that, so I just use the one that's a little bit lighter. But this is what I have on today underneath my eyes, and I really have been loving this concealer. I really think it helps with smoothing everything out and like pores. I do as well have a wear test on this concealer, and it is up on my channel, and I will link that one down below as well. Lots of wear tests lately, sorry. In that video, I had mentioned that I forgot to put on a primer, and then I put this on, and like I literally had no pores, like no pores at all. And I know it wasn't the foundation because I've used the foundation before, and I could definitely see my pores. But this concealer is incredible. I think it lasts a really long time on my skin. It really doesn't like fade off, except if I wear it for a really long time. The other day I wore it for I think 13 hours and it was worn off a little bit by the end, but nothing like too crazy. I still think it looks really good. I really do love it, and I mean, it is kind of more expensive at the drugstore, but I feel like this is a product that is kind of worth it. I don't find it to be overly drying on my under eyes, but again, I do have oily skin, so I'm not sure how a dry girl out there would feel about it, but I still think it's a really good concealer. And then this combo is incredible, but I have it on with the Wet n Wild foundation stick. That combo is incredible too, so I just love it. I have been on a blush kick recently. I am completely obsessed with blush, and this month, or not this month, but February alone, I bought 5 new blushes and I was gifted. That's a lot of blush, I know, but I've just really been into it and really been loving it. I've never really been a big blush person until recently, and I am totally obsessed. So first are 2 blushes from e.l.f. and these were the first ones that I bought this month. So the first one was this one in Always Cheeky, which is a very pretty like light pinky peachy blush, but this is it right here. I think it's really pretty on the cheeks, and these are supposed to be like primer infused, so they last a little bit longer on the cheeks, which I do agree with. I think these do last a little bit longer. And then I did get this one, which is Always Rosy, which is the second one. I think these are the only 2 shades. No, there's 3 shades. There's an even darker one, but I don't have that one. So this one, Always Rosy, is just a little bit deeper and darker and a little bit more like mauve-y and rosy, if you will. I do think these ones last on your cheeks a long time. I really have been enjoying these ones. They don't fade throughout the day. They stay on the cheeks well put. And I don't know, I just really like these ones. If I had to choose one, I would probably say Always Rosy, just because it shows up a little bit more. I think Always Cheeky is better for someone who likes minimal makeup and who doesn't want very obvious blush. So I like to wear this on my like no makeup days where I'm wearing makeup but I don't want a lot of makeup, you know. But Always Rosy is definitely one that I reach for when I really want my blush to be showing through. But I think these are great, and for only $6, I mean, you can't beat it. And then the next blush, this one was one that was gifted to me. So I got this for Valentine's Day, and this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Keep It Peachy. So this is one of their new blushes that they recently came out with. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love the Wet n Wild blushes, and they're only like, I think $2.88 or something, or $2.96, I don't know, like $3. And they are incredible. I really love these ones. And this one is just like a very bright peachy color, very happy. There's no shimmer in it. It's definitely a matte blush, but it's very pretty on the cheeks. And this is totally one that I reach for when I'm in that peachy mood. I really love it. I mean, these ones stay on your cheeks a very long time as well. I think that the e.l.f. ones stay on a little bit longer. But I mean, for the price of these, I mean, you really can't beat that. If you're looking for a blush, you could literally buy all of the shades in this one for like the price of 2 other blushes from the drugstore, or even 1 depending on which brand you're going for. So I just really think these are really great beginner blushes in general, and I mean, just great blushes all around. Alright, and then this one is kind of newer to my collection. I got it 2 weeks ago, I think, and this is the Rimmel Maxi Blush Powder Blush in the shade 001 or Third Base. This is kind of out of my comfort zone for me. This is a very pinky blush with a lot of shimmer in it, but this is something I've really been loving. This is one that I've been reaching for a lot, like the other ones. I mean, every day I kind of choose a new blush because I've been obsessed, except for one that I'm about to talk about in a minute. But this is a really nice formula. These are new to their collection too, and I think these are like $4.88 at least at Walmart. And I really like these. I kind of want to go back and buy the other one that I was interested in as well, because I really do like this formula. I think it's really nice. It stays on the cheeks a long time, and it gives you this most beautiful like glow and sheen to your cheeks. So like when you're turning, it's like, ooh, what is that on her cheeks? She looks very shimmery, very highlighted, very beautiful. Like, I don't know. I just think they are really nice blushes, and I really do like the shade, even though it is kind of out of my comfort zone, but it's not that out of my comfort zone that it like freaks me out. So I don't know. I like it. And then next are these 2 blushes from Milani, which I have learned this month that I am in love with Milani blushes. I've known that I loved Luminoso a lot, but I guess I didn't realize it was the formula too that I loved, but I bought 2 more this month, these 2 right here. So I have one in Bellissimo Bronze and Coralina. So these are what they look like right here. This one is my favorite blush, I think, out of all of the ones that I have discovered this month. This is the one that I have on my cheeks today, and I just love this blush so much. It is so pretty on the cheeks, so shimmery, so beautiful. This is the one that I've been reaching for the most. I really, really, really do love it. I guess I didn't realize how obsessed I was with Milani blushes, and they actually aren't that expensive, which is, I thought they were like $10, but I think they're like $6. But this is just so pretty, and I really, really love this one. Definitely my favorite one I've discovered. And then this one in Coralina is very out of my comfort zone as well, because this is a very, very bright coral pop of color here. I definitely have to be very light-handed when I use this blush, just because if I don't, it kind of looks like, whoop, like instant clown cheeks. But it is still really pretty. Even with a light hand, it still looks really good. And this one as well is a very shimmery, which is something I've stayed away from in the past, was very shimmery blushes, but I've actually discovered that I really like the way that they look on my skin. The highlight this month that I've discovered that I freaking love is this. This is the e.l.f. highlight in white gold. I think these are their metallic highlights. I'm not sure. They have this like interesting pattern on them, and that looks really white on camera, but it's not that white in person. It's a beautiful white gold color, which is something that I tend to go for just because I am pale, like I've said a million times here on my channel. But these are just the colors that suit my skin tone best and that just work for me better, so that you don't see that stripe of highlight on my skin. But I really love this. I really love the formula of it, and I just love the way it looks on the cheeks. I'm not sure if you can see, but this is what I'm wearing today. It definitely is very blinding in person. It looks so incredible. So I put it on, and it's there, but it's not so intense. But what I love about it is that if I want to make it more intense, I just spritz some makeup setting spray on, and it just intensifies it so much more. I really love this, and for $6 you get this beautiful, beautiful glow, and it's just incredible. I've been using this on my eyes, I use it on my inner corners, I use it as a brow bone highlight, and I use it obviously as a normal highlight, and I just love this thing. I really love this one, and if they had more shades that would work for me, I would definitely buy them, but this is really the only one that really works for my skin tone. But $6, not bad. Not bad. This has been a month that I have fallen in love with loose glitters, and I didn't think that that would be a thing because I hate loose glitters. I always have. I just think they're very messy. They get everywhere. They fall out on your face. It's just a mess, and I don't like it. But of course, my favorite YouTuber, Kathleen Lights, did come out with hers with ColourPop, and so, of course, I had to buy 7 of them. Knowing that I don't wear loose glitters, I had to buy 7 of them because they looked so pretty. So anyway, I have been dabbling around with these all month, working with the formula, seeing how they work on my eyes, looking at which ones I like the best, and I've come to the conclusion that I actually really like these. I think they are amazing. They look so good. You can apply them either using a glitter glue or you can apply them wet. Most of the time I like to put down a glitter glue and apply them wet just so that it catches more of the glitter and keeps it on my eyelids. But I've done it both ways, just wet and just with the glitter glue, and I think it looks stunning either way. Applying them wet just makes them more metallic, more foiled, more shimmery. But again, still with a glitter glue, they are still very shimmery and everything. It's just if you wanted to go the extra mile and be a little bit more extra, applying them wet would do that. I have these shades, the Scales, which is this really pretty like light pink one for the Libra, which I'm a Libra. And then I have the Lion, which is a gold shade, the Maiden, which is the white shade, the Goat, which is this beautiful bronzy brown with gold reflex shade. This one, the Twins, which is really interesting and like has this shift to it. It's like pink, but it's like also orange. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I really love this one. Then I have the Ram, which is this incredibly bright orange one, which is the only one that I have that I actually haven't messed around with yet. I just haven't, I don't know why, but I've swatched it and it looks incredible. And then this one, which is the Scorpion, which is this beautiful purpley shade, which I love. If I had to pick only a few out of the ones that I own that are my favorite, I would definitely have to say the Maiden, which is the white one, is the most versatile to me. I like using this on my inner corners. I can put it on top of another shimmer shade and it just transforms the look altogether. I think this one's really incredible, and I do like applying this one wet most of the time. I mean, it looks good with just a glitter glue, but I prefer it wet. And then if I just had to pick one more, it would probably be the Twins, just because this is an incredibly unique shade, because looking at it, it can be pink or orange or like almost like gold or coppery. I don't know. It's just incredible. You would have to see it in person to see for yourself, but I just really love this shade. I think it looks really stunning. Next, it has been a month of glosses for me. I have become obsessed with glosses, and that is because of these. These are the Buxom full-on lip polishes, which are something I love. I have two of them here. I have White Russian in my collection already, which is something I love. I love that one so much. It's probably my favorite. But I guess I didn't realize how much I love these glosses until I got these ones too. I did get these at TJ Maxx a while ago, and I did do a what I found at TJ Maxx video that I can link down below as well, that I picked these up, that I hauled these in. I got these a long time ago. That video went up kind of recently, but it was filmed later because it was like a collective haul. But anyway, I have these in the shade Bellini, which is the one I'm wearing today, on top of the Aquarius lip liner from ColourPop. And then I have this one in Gin Fizz. Gin Fizz is kind of just like a white color, so like it's kind of clear when you put it on top of something else. It doesn't really transform or make the color like completely different. It does lighten it up a bit, but it doesn't like completely transform the color. Whereas Bellini is like a beautiful, beautiful peachy shade, and I love this one so much. What I love about these glosses the most is like the feeling of them. They have that like plumping, tingling feeling, but it's not too overpowering. It doesn't hurt, and it doesn't like make my lips red. Does that make any sense? Like, you've tried some that like make your lips red and like bring them out, but it's because it's like swelling them and really irritating them. These don't do that. These feel really nice, and I love the scent of them, and I love everything about them, and I can't get enough. And then next is this one. This is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen Glow Gloss, and I have mine in the shade Beach Bum. It's this really pretty brown nude color. This one is just absolutely stunning. It doesn't have a tingling effect to it at all, but it is really nice and a nice color. I really like wearing this gloss. I've used a lot of it actually already, which is kind of sad to me, but it is so nice. I did find this at TJ Maxx if you guys are interested. It was in my haul, which I again will have linked down below. I don't know, I've never tried out a Becca gloss, and this one is really incredible. I really do love it, and you guys should totally check it out. Okay, a few more things and then we will be done. These ones are not makeup related. First off, I just wanted to mention this. This is the chapstick. I know that might be kind of random, but in this scent or shade Candy Cane. This is an incredible chapstick. I've never really liked the chapstick brand, but I got this for Christmas and I was literally blown away because this is so incredible. It kind of feels like a Burt's Bees chapstick, but it's like not too overpowering, and it's literally $1. That's what I love about this. If you guys can find this anymore, I would totally get your hands on it. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but I bought like 10 of these after I was gifted one for Christmas because this is incredible chapstick, and I will never use anything else except for this. I love it so much. And then this is a little brush. This is from Japanesque. I also found this at TJ Maxx, but this is their 709 brush. This is like their small foundation brush. It's in like a triangular kind of ish shape. It's really nice to buff out foundation with, which is what I use it for, and I have been using it a lot recently, especially with the Wet n Wild foundation stick, and I really, really love this brush. I want to get the one in the bigger size because it would make it even quicker to do my foundation, but this one is super nice, super great. I really like Japanesque brushes, I have found out recently, and the bristles on this are really nice and soft. It's very dense, so it buffs in the foundation really nice, and this is just something I've really been loving this month. These two are body sprays that I did get for Valentine's Day from my dad. He gifted these to me for Valentine's Day, and these are from Victoria's Secret. So I have two scents, Bone Vanilla and Coconut Passion, which they both smell incredible, but I guess I didn't realize how much I loved this one. This is the Bone Vanilla. I haven't even had this for a month and I've used that much, which is kind of crazy, but this one smells so, so, so incredible. This one does too, but I think I like this one more, but both of these are incredible. You need to check these out if you've never smelled them. Smell Bone Vanilla. Smells so good. And then last, this one's kind of cheating because I have only been using this for 2 days, but I love it so much that I need to go buy like 10 more of these. This is from Bath & Body Works, and this is their Vanilla Coconut Hand Sanitizer. This smells so incredible. Like smelling it in the store, whoops. Well, now I have to apply it because I totally just like squeezed that out everywhere. Smelling it in the store, it smelled really good, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just get one of these, see how I like it. But then I put it on outside of the store, and it smelled like 10 times better. I smelled like I was on a tropical vacation and I was like sipping on a coconut in my little bikini. Life was great. There was a breeze, there were surfers, like, you know, the whole shebang, and it just smells so good. And the scent lingered for a really long time, which is what I love about it, because it smells so good. Like, if you were gonna put this hand sanitizer on, you kind of wouldn't even need a perfume, because like that's how strongly it smells and like great it smells for a long time. But that was everything I have for you guys for this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you had any favorites from last month, from February, please let me know down below, or let me know of any of this stuff that might have been your favorite as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching my video. It means the world to me, and I hope you guys are having a blessed day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in my next video.